Yes, guys, we're live, and it's SFeatleyTV with another match preview. I know the match reaction's coming later for the Man City game. It's a bit mixed up, but that's what midweek football does to you. So there we are. We've got a preview for Aston Villa versus Arsenal. Right? Can Arsenal finally beat? Can Arteta get the better of Mr. Good Evening, Unai Emery?
Ordeal, chance, Balotelli, Aguero! Premier League champions 2016, Leicester City!
Hope to see you soon. Well done. Bye-bye.
Gazzola, Giroud again, Joe Wilson! Here's Gerrard. That's a great strike! McCracken getting closer. To the centre. It's Bergkamp. That's magnificent! Van Persie arriving. Oh, what a goal! What a goal by Robin Van Persie!
Yes, guys, we're live and we're here with another preview, and I'm with my good old buddy, my co-host, co-owner as well, Manny Fangaduai. How you doing?
Yeah, good. And excellent effort to pronounce my name. You actually did better than most. I always tell people, say it like you spell it like you say it, and that's the way it is. And I'm doing good. Looking forward to this weekend. We need a win. Enough said.
Yeah, I'm doing okay. Right, doctors are trying to scare the living shit out of me, but there you go. What can you do?
That's doctors for
I'm
you.
I'm gonna scare the living shit out of them and live another 5 years. So there you go.
Yeah, you do that. You do
Yeah,
that.
fuck
You do
'em.
that.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, fuck
And,
what
he,
they
and,
say.
and this is the thing. I realise that my dad's a doctor, and this is an issue which is a bit
No,
close to my
apart
heart
from
in that
him,
respect.
he hasn't pissed me off yet. So there you go. I
Well,
might
that's
ask for him
because
to
you
piss.
haven't. That's because you haven't met him. But I want to say this: doctors who see it fit to try and act as glorified Grim Reaper scare merchants, hang your heads in shame. Is that in any way in accordance with your Hippocratic oath? Well, you're certainly a bunch of hypocrites. Shame on all of you.
Whoa,
It's your duty to treat patients. I know it's important to be honest, but you also have a duty to be diplomatic and say you will try everything you possibly can, because it never is over until it's over.
Yeah, like I
Remember
said,
that.
I'll go until I run out of veins, bruv. Right, and yeah, that might be soon in your eyes. I don't think it is. Give it another 2 weeks, my fucking veins might be all right. So there we are. We also got Kyle in. How you doing, my bro?
How are you, man? Stephen, just want to say something, man. I had to log in on you via YouTube, and I'm brutal when it comes to all this technology stuff. So I've been trying to do it there. So I'm after finally getting the gist of it. So I'm in anyway. I'm in the studio. So how are you keeping, man? Big up to you, Manny. How are you?
All good, Mr. Walsh, and looking forward to the
Good.
preview. I think if you are willing to stay longer, we do have another match reaction to last night's debacle.
Sorry, I will just mention the link I just put in the chat. That's not for everyone to jump on. That's just for VillaBoys because he's in the chat. Yeah, I did send you the link on Instagram. Obviously, it might not be working, so I'll put it in the chat for you as well. So sorry about that. But yeah, sorry. Yeah, we've got a like Manny said, we got a match reaction at 8:30. Straight after. It's literally straight after this. We go straight from here onto the match reaction. So that way I don't have to rest and then say, don't feel up to it. So yeah, we got a match reaction to the Man City game. If you want to come and vent your anger, you can come and vent your anger. I'm already gonna do mine.
I have yes. I think it'd be a bad time because I'm meeting the my mom's husband, we're going to see The Fablemans in the cinema at 8:30. So
Yeah, go
I'll be
for it,
rushing.
mate. Don't worry about it.
I'll be
Beautiful,
rushing off
beautiful,
there.
beautiful.
I'll be rushing off there in
Yeah,
about half
don't
an
worry about
hour.
it.
So I'm a film critic, man. You might not know this about me. I'm a film
Oh,
critic, so I
wicked.
write about films for the papers and stuff like that. So I have to go to this screening
You watch
tonight. So I
proper
have to do
movies, not these movies that keep ending up like getting Oscars and shit that we'll never fucking watch. Who watches a fucking dog when everything else is bloody muted? I mean, I ain't gonna watch that shit. I watch proper movies, Fast and Furious 9 and shit like that. You know what I mean? Proper movies.
No, Stephen. There's a thing. There's a reason why such
There's actually
movies
a
get
movie. No, there is a
nominated
movie
for
that is,
Oscars.
there is a nominated for Oscars, I think, or it's gonna be nominated for awards. It's called Till. It's about the
very good.
Emmett,
It's very
Emmett
good.
Till. Is it very good? Oh,
Yeah.
really good. So I want to
Yeah,
watch that. I
very
want to
good.
get that on DVD. I want to get.
Exactly.
You
Yeah,
see,
I
that's
mean,
what I
we
stay
want-
alive for. I want to get one of them. It's little things, you know, like. Oh, there's a game coming out in April. I want to stay alive for that. I want to play that as well. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like this is what I'm saying, bro. And our special guest. Oh, I don't know if you got me on background.
Yeah, I'm in your show now.
Yeah, but what he's saying is you might need to
make it play.
Pardon?
You might need to switch off your YouTube.
Yeah, you might need to switch off the YouTube one as well, the YouTube tab as well, because it's playing me on repeat. I'm hearing my own voice. Right. Still there. I'll give you 2 minutes to sort out. But I'll start with you, Manny. I mean, obviously we've lost to Man City as well. We've lost top spot in the league, even though we've got a game in hand. This is now, I won't say it's a crisis. It's concerning, but we need to go and win this game now. It's absolutely important. These next games coming up, Everton, game in hand, which is most important. Bournemouth, and actually all the games are important. They're must wins. They're all of them must wins now. If we're to keep pace with Man City.
Yes, exactly. And last season, recent history will tell us that when we.
Sorry, it's still
That even when we had those those three games we lost in succession against Crystal Palace, Brighton, and Southampton, not in that order, I think. We still managed to recover from that by, I think it was securing a draw or a win, and we continued to win/draw until the very end, when all we needed to do was secure 2 wins against Spurs and Newcastle, and then we failed. So history would suggest that after the shellacking by Manchester City, we should be able to go to Villa Park and secure a win. And the reason why I say this and why I am quite confident is that as much as I do respect and admire Unai Emery and the job that he has done at Aston Villa after the sacking of Steven Gerrard, which had to happen, by the way, Villa still seem to me to be a team capable of even more mistakes than us. And in their last 3 games, all defeats themselves, by the way, including at home to Leicester 4-2 after dominating that that going 2-1, 1-0 and 2-1 up. I think they've sort of struck me as a team which is a little bit. I mean, they haven't lost the last 3 games. It was the Leicester game and, of course, the City game. They seem to me to be a team that looks a little bit afraid of success in a way. And the worst part about that is that
it's still got the. I don't know.
No,
It might
I'll
be...
tell you. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Keep it on mute, okay? And then when it's your turn to speak, you can unmute yourself and then speak.
Yeah, but the problem is it'll play it on repeat and you'll hear his voice again. Because it's playing the YouTube. It's playing it on YouTube. Have you got YouTube on? Are you watching it as well? I don't know how this is. Right, let me just try.
So all he needs to do is just keep it.
Right,
All he has to do is just keep it. No, all he has to do is just keep.
What? I know. Let me ask a question and then see if it happens to his voice. So obviously since our last game against Villa, you've had a manager change, Unai Emery. Everyone knows about his history at Arsenal. What do you make of Unai Emery and his takeover at Aston Villa, Madou?
Do you know what? It has been, it has been a very good start on this. Like Steven Gerrard, obviously Steven Gerrard, ex-manager, did really very, very well under him. So do you know what? I'm so happy we got Unai Emery now. Very experienced manager, knows what to do. Like you can tell his CV's not even lying. Like he won like 4 Europa Leagues, went to semi-final with Champions League with Villa like 2 seasons ago. And you can tell the CV. I'm so excited that we got Unai Emery with the experienced manager, in our hands.
Yeah. So I'll put you on me again. Yeah, I agree. I remember when he came in for Arsenal. Oh God, I'll turn it off. I remember he came in for Arsenal, and I was a bit questionable because obviously Arsenal 3 Europa Leagues. So I was like, okay, maybe he can do something. He wasn't helped at the fact that the players he never got the players he wanted. In a sense, he didn't get the backing that someone like Arteta has got. In a sense, but he managed to take a team that probably should never got to Europa League final all the way to the Europa League final, and I think that's the only time he's lost the Europa League final. It had to be with us, right? But there you go. I mean, Kyle, what did you make of Emery's time at Arsenal?
Yeah, I think he was badly.
And I will get to the comments.
What's the word I'm looking for? He was badly treated, I thought, by the Arsenal fans. He wasn't too bad of a manager, but Stephen, I didn't really think he was. I couldn't see a future with him as Arsenal manager either. And to be honest with you, I was I was one of them lads that didn't really want him at the club either. But I didn't expect Arteta to come running into the club. So
you would have kept Emery if you knew Arteta was going to come in. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And as far as the game is concerned on Saturday, I have absolutely no faith in this Arsenal team to win any game. I'm going for a draw on Saturday. A 1-1 draw.
The bulldozer.
Yeah.
Bulldozer Kyle here.
Unfortunately, myself and Del Boy are going over to the game in hand against Everton, which are waste of time.
Go for it. Just go for it, mate. Just go for it.
Go over and enjoy the experience, but we're going. This club is going nowhere fast. We'd be lucky to finish third.
Jesus Christ. You heard it here first. Bulldozer Kyle straight in with the facts. Right. I mean, it's not good at the minute for Arsenal. I mean, we've hit February. February's always been a month that's been a shit month for Arsenal. Even in 2004, I remember Kyle, in 2004, we lost the Champions League and the FA Cup in the space of a week. And it's round about this period in the season, maybe a bit later than the season because it was more towards the FA Cup semi-finals that we lost it. So it's been known in this stage of the season for Arsenal to go and bottle it. But again, it's how you ride the waves. This is why this game is now pivotal, and I want to see changes. And I'll say this in my reaction tonight. I was pissed off from the start because there was no changes. The only changes were because they were forced changes. He made one change that was only it was a like for like. Tomiyasu for White. That was it. That was all we saw. And I'm sorry, you're gonna play the same crap. It's not gonna work, right? This definition is anti. I'll go through the chat. Yeah, I did send the link. Big up Joanne. Hope you well. Big up Craig. Eddie Nketiah had 3 great chances. A top striker like Ivan Toney or Mitrovic would have. Yeah, absolutely. I was that header. Don't. We'll talk about that in the next show, which is straight after this one. Man United are beating Barcelona 2-1. Okay, come on.
Actually, it's 2-2.
2-2 now.
2-2
Okay, now. Okay. That's Leicester. I'm not confident on beating Villa or Leicester. I can see why. Big up Stephen, Carl, Manny, and everyone. Big up. By the way, the link to the channel VillaBoys is in the title, in the title below of the video, and it's also in the description below for the link as well. So you've got no excuse to go over there and give it a sub. So go and give it a sub because it's a good channel to watch for any Aston Villa content. We need to fix up fast. Man United will go above us in the Premier League. Very, very true. They're on very good form right now. I hope we beat Villa, but I think Emery will out-tactic Arteta like he did it with Villarreal against Stone. We didn't even scored a goal with under Arteta with Emery.
Yeah.
This is where this is where Villa fans start smiling, you know, because they're gonna get the one up on us. You know what I mean? There he is. He knows he's got the master tactician on Arteta. That's it. Plus they got the best keeper, Martinez, who's. Oh no! Rams, come on, mate. And Ramsdale's been doing bits.
No, he's not. I'm sorry. If I were to choose between Martinez and Ramsdale, I'd choose Martinez.
No.
You want to drop me? Go right ahead. But listen, you can't argue with the world.
I'm stating my defense. I am stating my defense. Right? It's a bit. Yeah, I can't really use this defense because that's the Villa got.
But anyway,
defense.
we need to get on with the show. This is a debate for another day.
Yeah, but in terms of the game itself, Madou, how do you think the game's gonna go? Do you have you got have you looked into how Arsenal are playing? Do you feel that Arsenal will stick with the same way?
Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I am very worried about this game. I'm very worried, to be honest, because Arsenal are a very good team. The table don't lie for the reason because you're lot on fire at the moment. But yes, you're not doing great at the moment. But Arsenal is still a threat. They are the different team like last year, and we have to so be careful because we can't make no mistake on this game because if we make a mistake, we cannot do the same thing like Leicester and Man City. We cannot do that. If we give you a head start on this game, it'll be a one-way traffic. It'll be a one-way traffic. You lot will batter us.
First goal's key.
But if we keep fighting, if we play like the second half against the Leicester, yes, we did beat Leicester, or against the Man City, I can see us get a point. I can see us. But all I want is, I don't get a result. If we lost, but we have to fight, we'll fight with a passion. I'll take that. But for me, in my opinion, I'll take a draw right now. But for me, I want to see the fight. I want to see more passion. I want the home fans, get love for this game. You know what I'm saying? I don't know laziness. No fight, no passion. Some players don't care. I don't know one that. All I want is the passion and fight for this game.
I mean, it's exactly the same with Arsenal. I mean, we've lacked that desire, that the determination, the fight. We seem to have lost that edginess of our game, and the first goal's key. You get the first goal, I think we'll collapse. I think we'll crumble because of the past results. So if we get the first goal, then it may be just that relief that we need. But then we've got the first goal against Brentford, and even do you know what? I'll reinstate that. If we get the first goal, it's not over with Villa. I do think Villa will still have a chance of getting their way back in the game, like Brentford did, right? If you people can say, yeah, Brentford got it when it should have been offside. I don't care. Brentford scored the goal and got back in the game either way, right? So the game wasn't over. We let them back in. So there's still a chance for Villa to get a point out of it, even if we can see the first goal. You're making sure you then score the next goal. If you let us score a second, then we'll run away with it. Then it will be curtains. And I don't see Arsenal crumbling from that period on, and it gives us that relief that we need to go and hopefully then push on for the rest of the games. But in terms of Emery, in terms of like the season going forward and into next season, if he gets the backing he wants and he gets the players he wants and he gets the tactics that he wants, do you feel that he could possibly push you right up the table, maybe European places, or Europa Conference League place, maybe?
Oh, 100%, 100%, 100%. If we get the back in, spend more money in summer, 100%. Why not? Go for it.
Spend a fair amount.
Yeah, we spent fair money, in the summer on the Gerrard, and did really work out. On January, we spend a little bit of money, get Alex Moreno in, Moreno, and just that's it. I can't remember who else we got as well. Oh yeah, and the 90 years old striker, Durano as well. We only got 2 players, and like I would love to get more players in the summer window. In the summer, I would love to get more players. We've been linked with a couple of players in the summer already. I can't wait to see that. If Emery get it back in, hopefully the ball back Emery. If we do, why not get Conference League? Go get Conference League. Go get Europa League next season. Why not go get it now? For me, in my opinion, focus is go get top 10. Fight for it. Go get top 10. Since we have not been a top 10 team since long time ago in 2010 or 2011 season under Alex McQuish. So that's a very long time, in my opinion. So, and people forget as well.
You're not far off it.
Yeah, people forget as well. We are 1 point behind Liverpool. Yes, Liverpool have 2 games hands, and we're 1 point behind Chelsea as well. They spent £6 million. They spent £6 million as well, and we are 1 point behind Chelsea.
Yeah.
Go on.
So I'm just looking. I'll just put that. Actually, I just had a thought. Do you have headphones at all? Because I think that might solve the problem. If you've got any headphones. That might be able to solve it. If not, then we'll just carry on as we are. But I'm just looking at the points table. So look at the points table. So at the moment, you're on 28 points. Chelsea on 31, Liverpool on 32. So it's not inconceivable that you can catch them. Chelsea are not in good form. Liverpool, well, look at their form. It's dreadful. So it's not inconceivable you can catch one of them and overtake them if you carry on with say you manage to get get a result out of Arsenal. It'll be a big result, and in your next games, if I'm not mistaken, are Everton, winnable game, Crystal Palace, winnable game, West Ham's a winnable game, Bournemouth's a winnable game. You've got a long list of winnable games before you have to play Chelsea, and then Chelsea, if I'm not mistaken, they've got what? Southampton, Tottenham, Leeds, and they've also got to play away in the Champions League as well, right? And with the form they're in, it can easily be not inconceivable that Chelsea could slip into 11th and you could get top 10. It's not inconceivable. But Kyle, I'll come to you. I mean, your confidence in this game. Do you feel if Arsenal get the start they want and get the early goal, do you think that's going to be a relief for Arsenal and they can then push on to go and get the win?
No, because the defence are absolutely brutal. Gabriel is brutal. Tommy Asu, brutal. Ben White, brutal. Shevchenko, brutal. Midfield, brutal.
I'm glad you did say Saliba. I was about to have a fight with you over that one.
And as far as I'm concerned, I don't trust this Arsenal team at all. Let's not forget the last 4 games, 3 defeats, 1 draw. Why would I
be very careful, Carl, when you say that, because some people don't like taking accountability for it. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
they'll just have a go at you for it. Trust me,
And
you
what I
say
can't-
anything, you criticise anything on Twitter about Arsenal, you get trolled. Trust me, I speak from experience.
Terrible. Well, I say what I believe, Stephen, and I believe that this Arsenal team, we don't have confidence in ourselves. Players looks just out of form. Tactically, Arteta is just not up to it. I just feel that Aston Villa in Villa Park, I think this is going to be a tough game. Even if we do lead 1-0, I still think Villa has the threat to get back into us. I'm predicting, I said on your show yesterday, Stephen, in the comments, I said 3-1 to Man City, if you remember, and it was 3-1. And I'm going today, and I'm saying there's going to be a 1-1 draw between Villa and Arsenal. And this business of holding on to the dream that we're going to push City and win the league title, that dream is gone. It's finished.
Oh, don't
We
say
are
this.
now-
Carl, I need it. I ain't got long left, man. I need it, bruv. I need it, bruv. No, I need it.
We're in the loser group now, fighting for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Loser mentality. Loser,
no.
that's it.
You're killing me.
So, people say Champions League, Stephen, that's always great. Now, listen, I put a video up on my channel.
No, it ain't great.
Check it out later on. It was a match
Trust me, it
reaction.
ain't great. No.
Because let me tell you something. Getting, as I said on my video, what's the point getting Champions League spots with this team? With this, anything keep the elite in the back. Go on to the Newcastle.
ADK in the Champions League. Fucking hell.
Exactly. Man. It's time for people to wake up, Stephen. This Arsenal team it's not going to win anything. The club is a joke. People think that I talk negative and blah blah blah. But everything I say comes true.
Not even Europa League. Give me some hope.
So, big time, Aston Villa will get a draw, at least a draw, and I wouldn't be surprised if Aston Villa beats us.
I feel so much better. Manny,
Yeah,
some
thank
positivity.
you for coming to me. And I actually would like to sort of to complete my train of thought before being interrupted.
Oh, sorry,
What I see
Manny.
from
I'm really sorry.
That's all right. It's all good. But listen, this might actually be a way for me to also get Madou in, because maybe he can speak a little bit about this. Because, you know, I actually like Aston Villa. I think that at their best, given the players they have and the squad they have and now the manager they have, the work that they've done under Unai Emery has been nothing short of terrific. I will say that when they lost 2-4 to Leicester, after dominating that game for the most part, going 1-0 and 2-1 up before being pulled back, and then conceding some goals through some pretty poor errors, it seems to me that particular result has sort of hit their confidence in a way, because they tend to play their last 2 games have been played with a little bit of fear, I would say. It's like there's a fear of making another mistake, a fear of things not going quite right. And when they do some excellent work and try to, get in behind and have a goal-scoring opportunity, they seldom, if ever, take it. Against Manchester City, Aston Villa bossed that second half wonderfully. And that proves that City, if they start to coast, they can be very clumsy and very sloppy and concede a few goals. The problem is, for all of the hard work they did, they only converted 1 goal. And if memory serves me right, that was Ollie Watkins who got that goal against City, wasn't it? Yes. So I actually think that it's going to depend on who actually starts the game at a better pace, who gets the first goal, as we agree. And if we can stifle Villa's game, because I'm pretty certain that Emery is still hoping that John McGinn comes back fit enough to start, because McGinn might be a pivotal part of that team. And also, missing Tyrone Mings didn't really help against Manchester City. But Madoka, I'd like to come to you now. Do you think it's accurate in a way that maybe in some cases, I mean, certainly in the last 2 games that you've had, there's a bit of a fear of making a mistake among your players? It's as if when you get the ball, you're just afraid to try to go a little bit further. And I'm not trying to be derogatory because I do like your team, and I think you will still do well this season. I have you finishing high up the table, but do you think that the players are suffering a little bit from a fear of making a mistake or a fear of failure?
Like, yeah, I do agree with what you said. I do agree with what you said. You know, like, if you watch the Leicester game, if you watch the first goal of the game, you see the mistake. We love playing at the back too much. We love playing at the back.
Yeah.
And you do experience with under Emery, like first season, you see he love playing at the back as well. We've done it on against Leicester. We made a mistake. Kamal made a mistake. We got caught on the ball so many times, and then Leicester Ixra make a 1-1. We have to be so careful, how we could approach it, because Arsenal are very good. You are the very good pressing team. You're very good. I'm very, very worried about, the playing at the back as well, because I can see the notice that some players are, they're not really very comfortable. They're not comfortable playing at the back because, we're not really that tower team, If you got look at Everton, the Everton, the Brentford, they play huge football. They love playing long football. And, we don't really have that. We don't have it in our squad. We don't really do that. So I do get what Emery tried to do. I do get it, like playing out the back. But sometimes we do get caught. Sometimes I do worry. I do worry with playing at the back. I do sometimes because, if we get caught by, Odegaard, Saka, type of player, you get punished. You will get punished. So I'm very, very worried. Totally means that comes out the back, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I remember under Emery, it annoyed me at times when he used to play out the back a lot, and he used to do it a lot. I remember the Watford game we lost. Did we lose 3-2 or drew? We drew 2-2. I don't know, but the errors were due to playing out the back. So yeah, that is one problem with Emery, and it's one thing that we can capitalise on if we start off pressing high. The thing is, on Arsenal is it's like if you have to survive the first 30 minutes. If you survive the first half of the game against Arsenal, it's Arteta runs out of ideas of how to he runs out of ideas basically, and you saw it with Man City, you saw it with Brentford, you saw it with Everton, where they survived the initial start of the game, get into the nitty gritty of it, and then tactically he hasn't got a clue how to beat the opposition. Right? So, and then he's stubborn not to change it. I can bet you now the subs will be Tomiyasu for White, it will be a midfielder for Vieira, and it will be Martinelli for Trossard. Trossard will be the first substitution. Guarantee it. I guarantee it. Because he's stubborn. And he won't change his ways. And because of that, we're going to now falter. And because of that, we're not winning the Premier League. And that'll be all on him. And if we lose, if we do that because of him being stubborn and not willing to change and adapt, right, which you have to do during the season, then he's got to go. End of story. End of story. Right? On that evidence, he's got to go. Because he's got the minerals to be able to take it to the next level. He's taken us that far of challenging, but now he's not at that level to go that one step further and go and win it. You can clearly see it because he's not been able to change it. fresh it up. One change for Tomiyasu for White is not freshen it up. It's not. Freshen it up means you bring Trossard in the middle, you put Martinelli on the left, you put Vieira on for Odegaard, who needs to be dropped because he's playing shit, right? Xhaka's is been decent. You put probably Jorginho for Partey at the minute. That's called freshening it up, giving new ideas, right? But no, he's stuck with his own way, and he will not change. End of story. Right? Playing his same 4-3-3. He's not gone back to 4-2-3-1 ever. You could put Trossard up front and go to a 4-2-3-1. Easy. But he won't do it. He hasn't got the bollocks. And if he ain't got the bollocks to do it and try and win this Premier League by doing it, then he needs to jog on because he's not good enough. Not good enough. He might be good enough to get top 4, but he ain't good enough to get the Premier League. And I'm sorry, I want Premier League. I don't want top 4. I want Premier League. Why am I want top 4 to get into a competition I know we're not going to win? I know we're not going to win the Champions League next season. He might think he will. I won't. Right? With these ridiculous statements. But there you go. Right? And Manny, I'm going to go through your lineup let me give it, upload it.
Did I give a lineup?
Yeah, you did. No, you haven't gone. You haven't given your lineup yet, but we'll sort that out now.
Exactly.
I'm about to give my lineup. Give you a lineup now. Oh fucking! It's starting to freeze. I'm also just gonna put something in the chat. Just give me something as 2 minutes, and I'll put. Give me 2 seconds. Smash a like at the video, please, if you haven't. Really, really important you hit a like on the video. Right, get those likes up. All right, 5 likes. Come on, let's get it up to 10, at least. Who wins this game? And it's a midday game as well. Yeah, no, 1 minute. Right, just do that, and then I'm gonna get your squad builder up. 2 seconds.
So, Madwoko, let's have a chat. Who would you say is your favourite player in the Aston Villa team right now?
Well, for me, it would be I'll say my fair player now. Don't really have a fair player, I love all of them. For me, for this season, I'd love to say I'll say Emin Brandir, my fair player for this season, to be honest. Or Emin Martinez, because he saved us a lot of the time. So I like Emin Martinez, my fair player.
Right. Right. Sorry. I'll go with. Now, there we go. We're on here. I will do the Villa one as well. I'll get Madou to do his Villa one as well. In fact, actually, I'll start with Madou because he is the guest here. Big up, Paul. Big up yourself. Madou, your goalkeeper.
For me, obviously, one person, Emin Martinez. It has been Emin Martinez in goal.
The world champion.
Right back.
Ashley Young.
Left back.
Left back, Alex Moreno.
Spell.
Alex. And then you put Moreno. Wait there, I'll show you. Hold on. Yeah, the KC one with Spain. Well, Batiste. Yeah, that Alex Moreno. Over there.
Yeah. You must have signed him in January.
Yeah, we signed in January. We did.
Oh, okay.
Stephen,
What? Give me an indication, because otherwise it goes over and it mucks up.
Yeah.
What you want to say?
Yeah, before we go any further, what formation does Madou want?
Yeah.
Also, Emery, we play 4-2-2.
4-4-2, you mean?
Yeah, 4-4-2, yeah.
Right. Centre back.
First one we go with Taro Mings.
Next.
Ezri Konza.
I've got it. Right. Right midfield.
Do you know what? I'll just say Jacob Ramsey.
The two centre mids.
Douglas Luiz. Burka Kamawa.
LM.
Yes. On the left mid, we're gonna go with Coutinho. I'll say Coutinho.
The two strikers.
And on the top, I'll go with Ollie Watkins. Obviously, Ollie Watkins. Watkins needs to start. And J1 Duran. So JH. O. N. You see Duran. He used to play for Chicago Fire.
Duran. Is that him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Got
it.
him.
As in Duran.
Yeah, Duran. Yeah, that's the lineup that I'll go with.
Right. So
One
there it
question,
is.
though. One question. Obviously, I think you rate Duran very highly, but why Duran over Leon Bailey, who I think has also been really good for you guys this season?
We need to change up because as a City game, for me, Bailey been very poor recently. It hasn't been game going. Like Bailey very inconsistent. Like one he had a good game, one had a bad game. I'm sorry, he can be a bit greedy on the ball. He can be a bit greedy. Like big couple of players, he love have a shot, then look for the pass, and he always plays the but very highly so. I'll drop Bailey for this game. I'll drop him, to be honest. I'll drop Bailey. But what surprised me, and will start Bailey, to be honest. What surprised me?
So there we are.
The reason why I asked that question.
Whoa, wait until I've muted him.
Yeah.
Wait until I've muted him.
Yeah, the reason why I've asked that question is because obviously, you know, from what you've seen of him, you think he seems to be a good option, and he certainly didn't look too bad against Manchester City when he came on. So if you want to change him, then by all means do so. And I'm glad you've picked Alex Moreno. I don't rate Lucas Digne one bit.
Right, we're going to move on because obviously we're going to run out of time. So I'm going to move on to the Arsenal. Try and refresh the page.
Yep.
Right, so start with you, Manny. You going 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1?
It'll have to be a 4-3-3 because even if we drop Nketiah, I'm not too sure the false nine we can give him the confidence to play on his own. So goalkeeper Ramsdale.
Yep.
But he has been shaky the past few games, and if he needs to step up in this game, definitely.
Right, on the right.
On the right, I would stick with Tomiyasu, because when you make a decision to drop Ben White for a bigger game as that, you can't just turn back after one game and say that was a mistake.
Left back.
The Braveheart, Kieran Tierney. He deserves some minutes.
All right. Let's try and get through this as quick as possible as well. Centre backs. Gabriel Saliba.
Nope, I'm going to put Jakub Kiwior in.
Kiwior.
Yeah, Kiwior.
Alright, Kiwi. Got him.
And then Saliba.
Wow, that's a big change. Now that's something I want to see. Change it up.
Left midfield.
Right. Oh, hang on. I've got 4-3-3. There you go. So left midfield.
Alexander Zinchenko. He was poor at left back, but playing him in his midfield position is probably better for him.
Right. In the DM.
Jorginho. This is assuming that Partey still isn't quite fit. I thought Jorginho was one of our better players yesterday.
Right midfield. Right mid.
I guess it'll have to be Odegaard because Vieira is no better. And Odegaard might actually enjoy playing against Villa.
Right mid. Right wing. All that other got bloody showing, for fuck's sake. Bukayo Saka. Left mid.
Trossard.
Striker.
Martinelli.
I'll play it the other way around, mate. Every time we play Martinelli up front, he's not been good. At all.
Well, if you want to switch it between Trossard and Martinelli, go right ahead.
Well, here you go. There's Manny's team. Will it piss off? I don't want anything from Boots. Now, fuck off. Honest to God. Right, there's Manny's team. Now I'm going to give you mine. I'm sorry, I'm dropping back Tomiyasu after that mistake. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I can't take that risk. So, sorry. He'll learn not to make those mistakes. I'll stick with the same back, the rest of them. Zinchenko, I'm not sure about. I'd rather get still Xhaka in there. So I'd still put Xhaka in there. Trossard, I'd put up front. with Martinelli. That'd be my team.
Okay.
So you got Jorginho, you got the change there, you got change in Trossard up front. Oh my God! I swear to God, I'm gonna punch this thing in a minute. Right, honest to God, I don't want anything from fucking Boots now. Piss off. Right, I just want to do this. Arteta. Right, but that's what I would do. I because Martinelli in the centre has never been good for me. So I'd put Trossard up front for me.
Okay.
So there we are. There's my team, and I'm going to bring that down before the advert pops up again and pisses me off even more. There we are. So those are the teams. I'm going to give you score predictions now. I'm going to start with a guest, Madou. What's your score prediction going to be, Bert? You can go for a biased one and a realistic one, or just both if you think they're both realistic and biased.
So I'll go realistic, to be honest. You know, like I can't see it beating you lot, so I'll happily take a draw right now. Go on.
I'll just say I wouldn't be surprised if you did, because we're very poor on form right now.
I'll take a draw right now. So for me, I'll say a 1-1 draw. I'll take a point one now. It's a natural point.
Okay. Manny, your prediction.
2-1 to the Arsenal.
Fuck, that's what I was going for. I'm going to go 3-1. I'm going to go 3-1. I think we'll get one right at the end when Villa are pushing to get an equaliser. I think that's what's going to happen. So we'll go 3-1. So there we are. Those are our predictions. Those are our lineups for the game. We'll come to the end of the video now. I'll just go for the last comments. It's like for like subs. It's like for like subs. We replaced one poor player for another only players. We got our Trossard and Tierney. Good point, Joanne. Big up Stephen and the panel. Big up Paul. Hope you're doing well. Make sure you go and subscribe to his channel, Paul, for our Blue Nose vlogs as well. Make sure you go and subscribe to that. My starting 11, Craig is given for his starting 11 for Villa is Turner. What the? No, Craig, come on, mate. Are you not well? Like, mate, come on. Can't. No, not the Ram. You can't. What's the Ram done? He ain't done nothing wrong. He ain't.
Actually, we're going to talk about this in the match reaction. But
oh no, I'm not having this debate. Jesus Christ. Look, he's only as good as, like, the defence was shit in that game. The defence was shit. But, right, I'm always going to defend my keeper on that one. So, I'm a Ramsdale fanboy. So what? Turner, White, Tierney. So, Tierney on the right. So, he's gone for that. Gabriel, Saliba, Zinchenko, Xhaka, Odegaard. So, he's gone Xhaka instead of Jorginho. You sure you can play DM? Oh, Zinchenko will play as DM, actually. Actually, do you know what, Manny? I just realised it. Zinchenko only plays as a DM. He doesn't play as a left centre mid. He only plays as DM. So you've got two DMs in Jorginho, and it's unbalanced.
actually, not really, because I mean, you know, here's the thing: if he plays as a DM,
play
that's
box
fine.
to box.
But he might not
Neither
need
does
to.
Jorginho.
He might. They might not need to. But I'm just thinking that as long as Tierney comes in there, Xhaka needs to have a rest. Okay. He's been completely playing on empty. He looked leggy against.
Then you
City.
need to put Vieira in there, because he would be better as a box to box.
No,
He's more
but the
natural
problem,
box to box.
Vieira has been tried in that position, and he hasn't really worked. The only natural position that Vieira could play in is Odegaard's position. I could have had him in instead of Odegaard, but no.
Okay, play Odegaard in the box to box and put Vieira in that position. Try that.
We could.
Because it just does. It's not balanced. You've got 2 DMs there for no reason. If you want to put 2 DMs there, you buy a 4-2-3-1 then. But even then, it's not balanced because the other DM gets forward. There's the box to box.
I wouldn't mind having Zinchenko and Jorginho playing in the 4-2-3-1.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think that could work.
Okay.
And
But,
then make Odegaard the central
yeah.
attacking midfielder. The only
Yeah.
problem is I just don't have any faith in the false 9 to play as a lone striker. But again, if it's Trossard, who definitely has a good shot on him, I mean,
I think
yeah.
Martinelli. I think Martinelli would be a good false 9 as well. To be fair, he does hold the ball up well. Martinelli, Saka, and Trossard as well. So there we are. We've given up. Yeah, those are predictions. Those are our lineups. Make sure you hit the like button. You hit the subscribe button. Let everyone shout out their channels. Madou, thanks for coming on as always. Pleasure to have you on. Where can they find you?
You can find my YouTube channel called VillaBoys on YouTube. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm already hit 300k very soon. I want to get my 1k subscribers, so that's my goal. Yeah, and yeah, please guys subscribe to my YouTube channel.
You have. And it's in the title. It's in the video title, and it's in the description below. So you have no excuse to go over there, hit that sub button. Make sure you give him a sub. Great content on Aston Villa. If you want to get your Aston Villa content, go there. Manny, my co-host, my co-owner, right? Where can I find you, my brother?
Without further ado, you can of course find me on SFeatleyTV, taking the mickey out of Steve and then having the mickey taken out of me. A few other channels on YouTube where I enjoy going and speaking my mind. And if you want to catch me on social media, it's Manny Thangadarai 1981 on Instagram and Thangadarai 1981 on Twitter. And always happy to say whatever I want to say. Let the chips fall where they may. It's about respecting one another and treating each other better, not using our club loyalties to tear each other apart. Humanity is the most important thing. Let's treat each other better and take care of one another.
Make sure you hit the like button, you hit the subscribe button, hit the join button. Become a member from as little as $1.99 a month. Right, free, perfect, good levels, great perks in the available each other. The wristbands and the pin badges, I will get them sent off. All members of the channel, please send me your address on social media so I can send you the pin badges and wristbands. Right, free wristband and a free pin badge for every member that joins on SFeatleyTV for CLDF. Make sure you go and join now, and I'll get that sorted. Right, so yeah, make sure you do that. But yeah, and like Manny said, I will just touch on that. As you all know with my situation, I will say this: life is precious. Life and time in this world is precious. Make the most of it when you can, because you never know when it's going to be cut short. So make every day the best you can make it. And that's all I'm going to touch on. But until then, everyone stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.